right, let me show you a little trick. Can you draw a circle? All right, at 12 o'clock put a C, and at 1 o'clock put an F, and at 11 o'clock put a G7. That's it. Chords work like the circle. And remember the story we used to tell about C is home? C is the name of the key, that's the chord you always start on. F is the wife. The wife, if the second chord of the song is F, about 60% of the time, 70%, the next chord will be followed, that follows it will be C. Occasionally the wife gets lost, has to get the husband over a G7, and then they both go home. So on the card, there are basically 3 progressions in the key of C. When you're a beginning ear player, and notice I emphasize beginning. There's way more to it than this, but this is, you can sit down and play hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of songs with just these 3 chords.
They have books.
Books with just 3 chords.
With just 3.
All right, so the first chord is C. If the second chord is F, what are the chances of the next chord being? C. All right, and the next chord following that will be G. And where does G always go? The husband always goes home. To back to C. So, chord progression 1 is C, F, C, and G. Okay? The other one is you go the other way first. Home, husband, G, back to C, F, and C. I haven't hit a pedal right since I sat here. Have you noticed?
Well, you're not sitting correctly.
That's because my belly button's way over here.
See?
It's supposed to be over there. All right, C chord. The other one is this one. C, F, G, and C. That's all your choices. Okay? Now, if you can visualize that circle in your head, you will never get the chord wrong. Never. Because odds are the patterns stay pretty consistent. Okay, now, watch how fun. If you're playing, it is said that the second chord of the song is the hardest one to find. That's the one, once you get the second one, you're pretty much on a roll. It'll stick to a pattern, and you just go. That's how all these musicians that play in groups know what to do. They just know that's how the chords work. All right, and ear players, you may be in awe of them, but most ear players know this too. They just know that if they're going to sit down and they're going to play something country, it is the coolest feeling when you get out of that box and you just step out and you start going, yeah, listen to me. All right, now here's what happens. Now I had Silent Night, I figured it out. All right, and then I go number 2, and I got another song that I want to try. And number 3, and number 4, and you put it in your binder, and you spend just as much time doing this as you do practicing your songs with notes. Because this takes just as much effort. He worked just as hard in learning to play by ear as I did learning to read notes. Okay, so you just got to delegate time to sit there cold turkey with no spots before your eyes. Just nothing. Okay, number one, these are the categories of songs that will work playing by ear. First one, country always. Country songs that, you know why? Most genres of music that have to do with guitar, strumming, just banjo kind of things, generally will fit in the 3-chord mode. All right? So all of the country music, whether it be sitting on a porch, you know, dueling banjos, Swanee River, Yellow Rose of Texas, those kind of, or everybody's got a cheating wife kind, you know, you're a cheating heart. Let's try one. Let's do You're a Cheating Heart. Know how that goes? All right. So we put on a little, and the best way to do it is find some kind of a country rhythm. Some of your signals may be slower than others, but you can get it there. All right? So, we start with the C chord. Can you draw a circle up there again? All right, there's something we probably should add just for video purposes. Songs are divided usually into sections, correct? Remember we talked about that? Most of these songs in these genres are 32 bars, 32 measures. Most of them have 8 measures of a theme. Then that 8 measures of a theme repeats itself. Then you have 8 measures of a bridge. It's called A, and the B is bridge, and A, 8 measures at the end. Now, when you're an ear player, this is a good thing to know. Because of 32 bars, you really only have to learn an A section and a B section. 8 bars of A, and 8 bars of B. So out of 32 measures, you only need to learn 16. Cool, huh? You should see your faces. Huh? It repeats. Listen, if I play Your Cheating Heart, and there's a auxiliary doghouse chord. It's called D. Okay, doghouse is how I remember it. And if you go to D chord, then it has to take the road home. So G's next.